Is your dog giving you the cold shoulder lately? Maybe they dodge your pets. They're turning their fluffy butt on you as soon as you walk into the room. Why? In this video, we're diving into 7 surprising signs that your dog might not be too happy with you. But here's the twist. One of these so-called dislike signs may actually mean the opposite. Stay tuned until the end. Sign number 1. Do you feel hurt or upset when, brimming with love, you reach out to pet your dog, only for them to duck their head or sidestep your touch? For us humans, touch is the ultimate love language. We hug, pat, and snuggle to express care. But for dogs, affection through touch isn't always as straightforward. That's not to say dogs don't enjoy being petted. Most do, and they often see it as a bonding experience, much like grooming in the canine world. However, there's a catch. Some dogs shy away from touch not because of fear or mistrust, but simply because we overdo it. Imagine being trapped in a constant hug or having someone repeatedly pat your head. It might feel less like affection and more like an invasion. For your dog, surprise hugs or head pats can seem intimidating, even predatory. What feels loving to us can sometimes come across as overwhelming to them. So how can you make sure your affection truly feels like love? Start by respecting your dog's boundaries. Skip the surprise gestures and opt for less intrusive touches like gentle scratches on their back or neck. Before petting, let your dog sniff your hand first. It's their polite way of saying, "We're cool." This simple act not only builds trust, but also ensures that your love is felt as care, not control. Before we jump into the next sign, don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already for top-notch dog advice and training tips. Hit the notification bell so you're always in the loop, and if you're enjoying this video, give it a thumbs up. It's a small gesture that helps more dog lovers like you discover this valuable info and keeps our community growing. Sign number 2. After a long, exhausting day, you settle in beside your dog, hoping for some cozy bonding time. But instead of snuggling up, they wander off, give you a subtle side-eye, or find their own spot to relax. While this might feel like rejection, it's actually normal canine behavior. Just like us, dogs sometimes need a little personal space. Think about it. If someone sat inches from your face while you were trying to unwind, you'd probably back off too. Respecting your dog's need for a breather can actually strengthen your bond. Here's a little trick. Instead of following or coaxing them to stay, play it cool. Relax, act uninterested, and let their natural curiosity take over. Before long, they'll likely return with a "what's going on here?" This approach builds trust while respecting their need for space. However, if your dog frequently avoids affection, dodges eye contact, or seems withdrawn, it could signal discomfort, stress, or even a lack of trust. Sign number 3. You lean in to give your pup a friendly scratch, and suddenly you catch it. The sideways glance where the whites of their eyes are visible. This look, called the whale eye, is your dog's way of saying, "I'm uncomfortable, please give me space." Why does this happen? It could be that you're moving too quickly, standing too close, or holding something they dislike, like nail clippers, a towel, or even that silly holiday sweater you adore. Whatever the reason, the whale eye is your dog's subtle warning before more obvious signs of discomfort appear. When you notice this signal, take a step back, move more slowly, and let them feel safe in the situation. If you're introducing something they find unpleasant, like grooming tools, try turning it into a positive experience. Use treats, gentle praise, and a calm voice to help them associate the situation with good things. Sign number 4. Is there anything more frustrating than calling your dog for the umpteenth time, only to be met with complete indifference? You might be tempted to wonder if they've gone deaf overnight, but in fact, your furry friend is pulling a classic case of selective hearing. Think of it like that one friend who nods absent-mindedly while scrolling on their phone. It's not that they didn't hear you, it's that they decided your words didn't make the priority list. When dogs ignore commands, it often points to a lack of security, trust, or mutual respect in your relationship. The good news? This is fixable. Make yourself irresistible by incorporating positive reinforcement into your training. Reward them every time they respond to their name with treats, toys, or praise. Spice things up with fun training games that turn "come here" into an exciting invitation, not a chore. Over time, your dog will learn that listening to you leads to good things. They'll see you as a reliable, fun leader worth their full attention. Sign number 5. Living with a dog is like sharing your space with a quirky, lovable roommate. But even the best relationships thrive when boundaries are respected. Have you ever noticed your dog nudging you away or retreating to eat alone? These actions aren't random. They're your dog's way of expressing their unique needs. Take mealtime, for example. For dogs, eating is deeply tied to survival instincts, making it a vulnerable moment. If your dog prefers dining solo, it's not about poor table manners. It's their way of creating a safe space to eat without feeling exposed. Over time, as trust grows, they may become more comfortable sharing this moment with you. Personal space is another area where dogs set clear boundaries. While they might love being close, they don't always want to be smothered with hugs or cuddles. It's their polite way of saying, "I adore you, but I need a little breathing room right now." By respecting these boundaries, you're not just avoiding conflict, you're building trust. Sign number 6. How often does your dog shower you with licks on your face, hands, or even toes? While we often see these slobbery gestures as kisses, there's a deeper meaning behind those licks that might surprise you. For dogs, licking isn't just about affection. It's a form of communication. Among wild canines, lower-ranking pack members lick higher-ranking ones to show respect and submission. So when your furry friend licks you, they might be saying, "You're the leader, and I respect you," rather than simply expressing love. That said, licking is still a bonding activity. It's one of many ways your dog strengthens their connection with you, but it's not the only, or even the most meaningful, way to show love. To deepen your bond, focus on shared activities that go beyond licks. Play a game of fetch, enjoy a belly rub session, or simply relax together. These quiet, tender moments often speak louder than any lick ever could. So the next time you feel a wet, slobbery kiss, remember, it's a sign of trust and respect. Sign number 7. Have you ever walked through the door to find chaos, chewed up shoes, shredded couch cushions, and your dog wearing the unmistakable look of guilt? While it's tempting to think they've declared war on your belongings, their behavior often has a deeper meaning. Dogs are emotional creatures, and their actions are often a reflection of how they feel. That gnawed sneaker or torn hoodie. It's not random. Dogs are drawn to items that carry your scent because it makes them feel closer to you, especially when you're not around. However, when they're feeling neglected, stressed, or anxious, these objects can become their way of coping. It's as if they're saying, "I need your attention right now." Think about your dog's day. Have they had enough exercise, mental stimulation, or quality time with you? Dogs thrive on interaction and connection with their humans. Without it, they can build up energy or emotional stress that often spills over into destructive behavior. If you've noticed any of these behaviors, don't worry. It's never too late to rebuild trust and show your dog the love they deserve. But here's the thing. Some actions we think are harmless might actually be damaging your bond without you even realizing it. Check out this video, 9 actions that make your dog distrust you, where we uncover the habits that could be pushing your pup away and how to fix them.